Okay, number 12, it says which rule best describes the given relation. And now they gave me some ordered pairs over here, which was like -2, -7, 0, -1, 1, 2, and 3, 8. Okay, and then they gave me 3 equations. Now I'm going to start with this one because I always like to plug in that 0 for my x value first if I can. So when you look at A, you're going to plug in 3x plus 1. So you're going to plug in your 0 value for x. And that says that should give you the y value, which is -1. Well, when you do this, you have 3 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is 1. And we know 1 cannot equal -1. So A is out. When we look at B, however, says y is equal to 3x minus 1. When we plug that in, again, we're going to plug in our 0, and we should be left with our y. Oh, I'm sorry, this was a subtract, not a plus. So now we have 0 minus 1. And when we do that, we have -1 equals -1. So right now, he's looking good. Then we go to C, and we have -3x plus 1. Well, when I do that, I get -3 times 0 plus 1 is equal to -1. Again, here's your x and y from our ordered pair. So -3 times 0 is 0. 0 plus 1 is a +1. And we know +1 cannot equal a -1. So C is out. D, we have -3x minus 1. Again, we're going to plug in our 0 and our -1. So here, I'm sorry, again, that should be a subtract. When I do 0 minus 1, I get -1 equals -1. So right now I have 2 choices. I have a B and a D. So my next choice is to go in and plug another number in. Now I'm going to choose this one, 1 and 2. So I want to do these right underneath. So I'm going to plug in my 1 for my x, and that should equal 2. Well, 3 times 1 is 3. And we know 3 minus 1 is 2. So that looks good still for this one. When we go down here, we're going to plug in again. So -3 times 1 is -3. And -3 minus 1 is really plus a negative. So that looks like -4 is equal to 2. That is not true. So at this point, I eliminated D. So B is the correct answer by substituting in any of those points.